This podcast contains adult language and crude humor. Listener discretion is advised.
Okay, I've been leveling a Shadow Priest, right? So more on that later. And today, I died while I was in Hellfire Peninsula. It happens. It happens. Anyway, did I get to fly back to my body? Fuck no. Did I just have a short little run? Fuck no. 750 fucking yards on foot. Are you telling me that in the year of our Lord 2025, Outland still sucks to level in? This is bullshit. The fuck, dude? The fuck?
The fuck? Dude, the fuck? I mean, really? The fuck, dude? The fuck?
Thrall's balls! They're everywhere!
Thrall's Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Boomy Nation, Craig, Gershom, Johnnie Tips, and Wooly. Thank you, Cartman. I'll take it from here. What's up, swingaz? From the TBHQ in the grizzly lands of Wisconsin, welcome to Thrall's Balls, episode number 187. I'm Wooly, the chill AF Tauren feral druid. Here with me is Gershom, the sassy-ass troll beast mastery hunter. We also have Johnnie Tips, the proud Dark Iron Diabolist warlock. Hi, guys.
What's up, swingers?
Yo!
Hey, was it the thing? Was it the big robot guy that killed you?
No, it was, so, you know the quest kind of early on
I wish
in...
he'd said yes, and I would have been like, totally makes sense.
Nope.
Nope.
Although I did see him, I had to go bomb the shit out of the Abyssal Shelf, and he was fucking around over there. But no, what killed me was, you know that quest where you gotta get, like, 4 glowing, like, butt stones and shit and use them to destroy a couple gateways? I died to some demons doing that. I got overloaded.
I use my butt stones to destroy gateways all the time.
They still have it. Was this in retail?
Yeah, retail.
Jeez.
What?
Why is it even like that still? What happened?
Dude, right?
What do you
Seriously,
mean?
I say again.
The fuck?
Seriously. I literally went out of my way to clip Cartman saying the fuck because I was so surprised they have not. Listen, that's
There's
something
so
they should have
many
done.
fucking, bro, we could have a bonus episode about fucking all the shit that they have not fixed that they just, honestly, Ian has accosted himself, and I know you're listening, Ian, has said, oh, that's funny, it's just old spaghetti Cody, we never fucking fixed it, ha ha ha.
At the very,
except he said it like this. He was like,
very
actually,
least.
what happened is we thought it was funny, and so we never fixed it.
At the very least, put more graveyards in. Like, make the run shorter.
Yeah, that place is bogus. But when you're talking about who wants to go to Classic? No. Oh, you're not Dinar. That was Hellfire Peninsula, like the Burning Crusade one. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was
well, that's
what
stupid because we
Canaan
have
Jungle
Burning
turns
Crusade
into.
Classic. They should fucking fix. Yeah, that needs to be fixed.
I just feel like when they introduced it, what the fuck? When they brought in Chromie time with the leveling and the questing, which was a great fucking move, and I will stand by that, they really should have put some quality of life improvements in place because now people are picking all these different places to go. And I specifically chose Outland because nobody goes there, and I wanted to level in war mode to go faster. Oh,
I
shit.
really want them to do the lore walking thing, but for Chromie time.
How do you mean?
But have it like when you level after you get out of Exile's Reach or whatever starting scenario you do, whether you do the old school one or the regular one, you hit level 10. You go, okay, hey Chromie, I want to level in patch X. I whatever content, like let's say you were doing Argent Tournament and you really liked Argent Tournament, like that patch. Have a lore walking where you can do the Argent Tournament or another one.
So you mean like the end game stuff, but make it leveling.
Anything. Like you could do a storyline. Like I want to do all the quest lines combined that lead into Serpent Shrine Cavern, and that like lore story, and have that level me. Boom. Well, do it. That's what I'm talking about. Like whatever, like any storyline that's long enough to be like a 10 level go, like a one-shot go adventure that you can just click through a Chromie menu and be like, I want to go to Zenger Marsh.
So you could level in. So instead of following like the actual old school way of playing the game questline, you could just like a mashup between, like you said, like the Lorewalker thing and time walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's not a horrible idea.
But you still have the option for the old stool. You just have like a
old stool.
You could choose your own adventure and do a bunch of different storylines, and like, or you don't have to do it that way either. You could do it by concept, like learn about art through the whole, or like they're doing the Arthas one, right? Do another one for Queen of Jara, right? Do another one.
That would be a great storyline to follow, especially because then you could like be like play as her as she's still a night elf in front of N'Zoth, and he's like, bitch, I should fuck you.
During Cataclysm,
like, I don't want you to fuck
the
me.
Legion. Remember in Cataclysm, that dungeon? Well of Eternity? Play as her, right?
Yes, I think I remember that one. I don't know.
Remember she was a boss. She was like one of the bosses in that dungeon or whatever.
In a Cataclysm dungeon? I might not have done... I might not
Well
have
of
done
Eternity.
that dungeon.
You go with Illidan. And one of the bosses, you fight Queen of Jara. It's the first time you ever see her in game.
My cat is being a whore. He wants attention.
I don't know, this is an idea. It's just an idea.
Well, it got me thinking, before we even hop into the what are we doing in WoW, I am going to throw out an impromptu
question of the week.
Shit!
I want to know what everybody out there listening, there are literally dozens of you, womp womp, I want to know, there are literally multiple people listening.
There's tens of us listening, that's amazing.
Yeah, the question here is, lore walking with Lorewalker Cho is coming. It's 11/17. We're going to be touching on it later in the episode. I want to know, what storyline do you want to see told through that system of a lore walking quest line? Send your answers in Discord. If you go to thrallsballs.com, it will give you our link tree, and there should be a button to take you to our Discord in there. Drop that in our question of the week channel, but also say hi, and we will say hi to you as well. Or you can email us, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com, or hit the best social media to hit right now, even though I'm trying to keep us active on more of them. I'm not succeeding very well, but at thrallsballspod on Twitter. So yeah, which storyline do you want to see in lore walking? So yeah, what have we been doing in WoW this week? Have you guys checked out Dastardly Duos yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
you
yeah.
You should go, Wooly. You were already talking. What'd you do?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, did the Dastardly Duos. I wanted to know what that was like. To echo some things I've heard on multiple other podcasts, because I've been listening to a shitload of them lately, it was a lot more fun than I expected it to be. A lot more fun. And I went in with the shitty little bot boys that, like, run around the follower dungeons with you. And the paladin is like, "Hurr!" And then for some reason, at one point, it made me chuckle because this is absolutely the kind of shit you find in pugs. One of the NPCs just goes, "Heal me! Heal me!" Like, bro, fuck off. And I wasn't even playing a healer. I was in there as my feral druid. But it was fun. It was fun. I went in there, checked it out. I am glad to know that it's not the kind of thing you feel like you need to constantly do, but it is like endlessly repeatable, so you can go in there and do as much shit as you want. I enjoy that.
Dude, I was getting like straight up Galaga vibes when I was playing like old school arcade game.
Dude, I felt like I was in a fucking Roman arena. I wasn't expecting that.
I'm really
The
glad
fucking
you guys
Colosseum,
have
bro.
these like super smart things to say about this event, because I know I'll touch on it when I do my what I did and well, but I didn't give a fuck about that shit. I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was confusing and fucking annoying. I think the prizes are fucking dumb. Only because I like mounts, and I guess maybe I'll finish to the end, but I fucking do not give a fuck about this event. Sorry, Willie, go ahead.
See,
I give
that's the
zero
thing.
fucks
I
about
don't
this shit.
know-
I do not care. I hate
I
it.
don't
I
know
don't
if
give a
you.
fuck.
I don't know if you have to do all 4 weeks worth of the quest
It's
to
for
get the
you
turtle.
do to get the mount at the end. It's a quest that Wojin,
I know, but what I'm
gives you.
What I'm saying is, I don't know if you can just do that quest week 4, or if you have to do all of them.
That's what I'm saying is I'll do the work to do it and get the mount only because I like mounts, but like I don't give a fuck about this event. I hate it. I think it's stupid. It's so incongruent to me. It makes no sense. Like I'll go into it later. I'm sorry. I'm totally hijacking you. Go ahead.
Did you eat the cake from a fan?
I did. I've been eating things. I've been drinking. Anyways, yeah, we're good.
I just specifically wanted to say cake from a fan because I saw that, and my first mental image was somebody coming in and just presenting their ass, and you eat their cake.
The cake. Okay. They won
Anyway,
the trivia.
so-
they won the trivia.
Or lost, depending on
Or
your
lost. Either one. It's up
perspective.
to you. You're right.
Oh, I lost. God damn it.
I just lost the game.
Fuck
God
me
damn
getting
it.
my ass eaten out again. God damn it. This sucks.
So yeah, I went in there on my druid just because he was the best geared, and then I went in again on my warlock and had more fun doing it on my warlock because one thing I've learned about myself this tier is I have so much more fun playing at range than I do in melee.
I was
But
gonna say
outside of
I could. Oh, sorry, God, I keep interrupting. I'm the
No,
worst.
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna stop.
Go
But
ahead.
like, I
This is
was just
content.
gonna say I want to try it on my warlock because I was struggling with AOE issues. Too many mobs. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Hunter problems. I know.
And I should know this because warlock has been me for so long. Havoc, that's what it's called. Throwing out 2 chaos bolts at 2 different bosses at once. It's just bonerific, bro.
I love using Havoc to make one run and then putting a dot on him, and then as he's running back to you, he just dies. And he goes like, nah, and like falls on the ground because you just dotted him while
It's
he's
like-
running around.
It just gave me the most chaotic boner. Anyway, aside from the duos, Gallywix on Heroic is down with my guild collected company. That fight...
Got my foam finger. Remember the foam
Hell
finger?
yeah.
Yeah. Let's
That
go.
fight
collect the
is a lot
company.
more a lot more fun than fucking Muggsy, because fuck Muggsy. Actually, Muggsy's an okay fight once you get it. But yeah, we got Gallywix down. We're doing one more re-kill because not everybody could be there. Yeah, not a whole ton to say about that, but I'm happy about it. I am undecided if I'm raiding next tier. My wife is heavily pushing me to take a break because IRL is getting very demanding. We do want to have a second kid eventually, and, you know, being an adult means making tough choices. So maybe I'll take next tier off, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see, what else did I do? I ran through the visions, enough times. I actually, for the first time in years, changed my druid's profession, because he had never leveled fucking anything. He's been leatherworker and skinner, but never leveled any of it. And I changed him to jewel crafting because I wanted that Void Crystal Panther mount. For those of you who do not know, Ralph, get the fuck off my liquor table.
Dang it, Ralph.
Drunk
Sorry.
kitty.
Had to yell at my cat. Anyway, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this is a mount you can get from jewel crafting by doing the horrific visions. All the mats for this can be found in the visions themselves. You just have to know what to target. And I decided I didn't want to pay out the ass for some jewel crafter to make it for me. So I just rerolled jewel crafter, got the skill up to 30, went and killed there's a very specific mob in Orgrimmar you have to kill to get the pattern in the Horrific of Orgrimmar. So I got that. And I finished, I got the mount. And I'm using him on this priest that I started leveling. I named him Canthus, Canthus. Pop quiz. I don't expect either of you to know this. What is a Canthus? Do you guys know if you had to guess?
What is it? A Canthus?
Canthus. Canthus.
Canthus? What's the context of the word again? Sorry.
It's like
a Canthus.
It's like that part where your like eyelid meets your eye by your
What
nose.
the fuck?
You knew that. Holy shit, I did not expect you to know that.
The only reason I know that because I have a really large canthus between my like a rib
What?
on my eyes. Like where my eyelid meets my eye, I have a hood.
You have a huge throbbing canthus.
No, god damn it.
Wait, is that what gives you like a lazy eye? Is that what that is? Like
no, that is, I believe, strabismus.
Well, there's all kinds of reasons for lazy eyes.
Well, yeah,
I
there
have
is.
One
the most common one is one of the eye muscles is either too short or too long or something.
No, my some of my like very tiny like blood vessels in my eyes, even after the surgery, were damaged from diabetes. So like on one side, I have like a sag. Like my left eye has like a lower than the other one. Anyways,
I'm sorry.
That's weird. Canthus. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I wanted an eye-related name because I am really becoming a huge eye nerd. There's a lot I don't know. I might have even been wrong about some things I just said now about lazy eyes, but I take the context of the term eye nerd as in like interested in it, not like know a shit ton. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I have something to bitch and moan about, actually. I gotta go on like a little ranty in the panty here.
You're kidding.
Delves have felt like they're at the goddamn kids table. And to explain what I mean, think about it like it's a major holiday. It's Christmas. The whole family's around and all the adults are going to the big table. Fucking Ralph, knock it the fuck off. They're sitting at the big table. You got your mythic raiders there. Cool. You got your like heroic and normal raiders there. You got your mythic plus pushers. They're all sitting at that table having a grand old time. Are the delvers sitting there? No, we're at the fucking kids table. Even those of us who have that shiny gold dirigible, not the dirigible, the goblin one. And here is why. Yes, overcharged delves are coming. Yes, I'm excited for it. But as we're going to talk about later, there is a borrowed power item coming with it, which feels as though they are putting that there to try to get people to specifically do the delves. And I don't love that. I don't love borrowed power items in general. Even though when you think about it, that's what gear is, but let's not split hairs here. The thing I'm getting at here is, and Johnnie just posted his huge throbbing Canthus in host chat. That's a very large Canthus, sir.
It's crazy.
Anyway, what I'm getting at is it feels as though they are looking at delves as, well, solo content must mean casual content. And yeah, we'll give you these overcharged. They're a little harder. Okay, but I want to get competitive. I want to have something to be competitive against. Just because I don't run with a group doesn't mean I don't want to have the drive to push myself farther and farther. I want to know how I'm doing. Like, think about it. Raids, Mythic anyway, they have the Hall of Fame. Okay? They have Warcraft logs, which, let's be fair, Blizzard did not make that. Somebody could very easily make a logging site for delves, but and by very easily, I mean it's complicated as fuck. But it does rely on people actually submitting combat logs. Mythic Plus, they have a built-in scoring system. I just feel left out. I want to be able to look at a board and be like, yeah, I'm number, 12 on the realm or something.
Yeah, that I wish they
That's
did
what
do
I
stuff
want.
like that. Like challenge
That's
mode
what I
did back in the
want.
day. No, I got you. Yeah, that's what they should have did.
It took me. There was a long walk for a short drink of water, but
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to word it.
Listen, you were taking the short drink of water right to Ian Hazacostas. Because
Yep.
as we
Well-
mentioned previously, he listens to the show. I know you guys are beefing right now. I know the relationship's kind of on the rocks or whatever, but I'm sure he still listens because he loves you so much. So he should probably do that for
What
you.
did you do, Wooly?
He fist bumped
What
Ian
did
Hazacostas
I
at
do?
BlizzCon, and now they're married. What do you mean?
No. I was like,
Oh, he did.
Rocks
Oh,
part.
Ian didn't like the
You may
curtains in
now fist bump the bride.
No. Ian didn't like the reason they broke up is because Ian didn't like the curtains that Wooly put for the dressing room, right?
They were perfectly acceptable curtains. I don't know what the problem is,
Wait.
but
What?
Is Johnny believing this
It's a
story?
big-
Yeah, I am.
No, God, no.
Yeah. I'm
I've
sitting
met
here
the guy
like,
exactly
We're doing
once.
another
All I
what
did
kind
was
of
fist
crap are
bump.
you talking about here? Like, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, God damn.
I've met the guy exactly once, and he gave me a fist bump, so that means we're married, right?
That's the joke, yeah. Sorry.
Just bump the curtain, I guess. Jesus.
But no, also that very long rant I had to say something very simple. I was trying to fight my cat off of my microphone that whole time.
That explains everything. That makes total
Yep.
sense. Yep.
Ralph, no. Asshole.
Episode title. Ralph, no.
So, I guess now it's a choice. It's a fight between huge throbbing Canthus and Ralph, no.
Does that mean
Just
he's
had to
going
jot
next
that
or the
down.
episode title?
I don't know. But yeah,
Jesus.
I do like that they are doing things with delves. I am hopeful
Yeah.
that eventually they'll
I
figure
agree.
out what they want to do with them. Until then, I kind of feel horseshoed. Not horseshoed.
You know what though? So far, like just
what's the
to
word I'm
not to
looking for?
interrupt you again, but as far
Shoehorn.
as like a lot of the a lot of the systems they've been coming up with, this is probably my favorite and most successful one. And I'll just leave that there. Like there's a lot of systems and things that I am feeling questionable about in this expansion. You know, still enjoy the game, like no harm, no foul. I'm gonna participate with them, but delves are the one that I feel like need the investment, and it feels like they deserve it. The community loves them. They're not going anywhere. They're not
They
gonna
are
go away.
fun.
Yeah.
I haven't even killed Underpin on regular difficulty yet.
Me
so
neither.
I
Not in
need to
tier
get
1
on that.
neither. I didn't get him in tier 1 neither. So yeah, that's great.
All my effort has been focused on my scant time to play on getting ready for raid, except for the last couple days when I've been leveling this Shadow Priest. Oh, reason I've been leveling a Shadow Priest. I'm not totally positive I'm going to be going back to Warlock after all, because I am doing a lot of self-work IRL, and I'd like to think I'm becoming a different person. So just going back to an old character in this game that means so much to me, and this is probably the
Gotta try
nerdiest thing I've
something
said
new,
in
buddy.
a long time. Exactly. Like,
Expand
yeah, I
your
have
boundaries.
2 priests already, but I've
I
never
love
really
this.
played them. Zip Ties is a disc priest. Also, he's on the wrong server. Oh, did you not know I
That
had
threw
Zip
him
Ties?
off. We're gonna drop some more lore on Johnny today about
Yeah,
zip
I have
ties now.
I have a disc priest named Zip Ties. His name
What,
is
wait. What race is are they? What
Guess.
race and gender? I mean, I was gonna guess some sort of weird void elf like type thing, like a
I
female.
don't
void elf
remember.
or-
Can I throw in my hat? Is it
Canthus?
Forsaken?
Yes.
Is it
Forsaken.
Forsaken? No?
Canthus is a male void elf, but Zip Ties is a male blood elf. And his
Blood
name
elf,
is
okay.
actually Ziphthias. But the same goblin that made fun of Mokan and he became known as Mocha Nips made fun of Ziphthias and called him Zip Ties, and it
Oh,
stuck.
goodness. Yeah.
What's this goblin? Why was this dude running around just changing people's names for? Who is this man? You know
His
what?
name's
The
Larry.
goblin that I rolled that I'm gonna tell you guys about when I do my thing is I'm gonna make that goblin, and he's the goblin that did that.
You better name him Larry, because the goblin who said that is named Larry.
Larry. I'm now thinking of the TikToks with the Larry, and worst of all, Larry. Sorry.
Gershom, what have you been up to in WoW this week?
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. I did a lot of, like, little things, I guess would be safe to say. So, Gershom's at, like, 656 right now. All his pieces are heroic, hero tier. So, and with the way the delves work now, you know, I can eventually start making those better. So yeah, he's like 656, which doesn't really feel bad because I heard Slide Whistle over there on DNR talk about being like 680 or 680 something. And I'm like, okay, if that's the end of the tier, and he's like mythic pugging a little bit, but he's not like getting gear off that. So I don't think like 656 doesn't really feel bad. It feels good. I didn't actually only.
He also plays a fuck ton.
No, I know, and he does like way higher thing. Like even just going to heroic raid would probably get me better gear. But like for being outside of raid, for not raiding at all, I guess that's where I'm at. Is like 656 really doesn't feel bad. So like doing what I'm doing, it feels good. It feels easier. So I started. So I mentioned last week I had finished my Delver's Journey. So I started buying like my clothes and like the Gobtrotter schematics. I got the achievement for that, for getting all the stuff for the Gobtrotter. And I picked up my Nightfall Sanctum background, which, yeah, I know, Willie, you love that.
Yeah.
I do too. So I changed it and I liked it so much, and it was all spooky and weird, that I took everyone else out of my MySpace top 4 and just left Gershom there.
Oh,
With the weird chip and stuff. Ooh. Yeah, like my loading screen. So like... Yeah, I took everyone else away and just left Gershom standing there with like the weird Nightfall. I like that a lot. So I'm really not playing any of my alts anyways. I'm really kind of Gershom centric right now, so it's fine. And then I jumped over and I did my Time Walking Barding Crusade. Obviously found like a good group, did 5 in like an hour. It was easy. And just mostly to get the tokens, I did that, and to get the Pinnacle chest. I have all the mounts from Time Walking. But there's some I still need. I think I checked last night and it was like, I think Pandaria and maybe like Draenor or something like that. There's some, because they injected some new Time Walking mounts into it, like this expansion, remember? So there's some newer ones. So like I have to go back and see which ones I need. I think it's like Pandaria, maybe like a couple Draenor ones or something like that. And then the goblin's name isn't Larry. His name is Biden. Buyden, Hunter Biden.
Oh God.
Okay, and then I also made a little friend for him, his wife. I'll probably actually play Little Gobito, but I just wanted to save this name. Pull, Puhl. So that's Hunter Pull. You're welcome.
I did it.
Me too, because I do it all the time, and I've gotten kicked out of raids doing it too. It's a thing.
I remember one very specific thing from fucking Wrath of the Lich King. One of the few times I was in a raid. We're sitting in front of the first boss talking about what we're gonna do, and from across the room you see a hunter's arrow slowly moving toward the boss. Well, not slowly, but moving toward the boss. Quickly. And suddenly we were fighting with half a strat formed.
I thought you were gonna talk about the time that Kata hated me because I kept accidentally pulling Kel'Thuzad in Sanctum.
Sanctum, but, I was not raiding.
Oh, you weren't? Okay. Was that Sanctum? The Kel'Thuzad, the Shadowland?
Yeah,
Kel'Thuzad?
Sanctum of Domination. I was not raiding. I took that tier off. My
pet kept accidentally pulling him, and Kata was super pissed at me.
Did you have Growl on?
Which makes sense. No, that's exactly what it was. It was a stupid mistake. Whoopsies. I just didn't understand that running down the stairs, that when my pet ran down the stairs with me, that it was close enough to him that it would pull him out of the room. So it was like a whole thing. But yeah. Anyways.
I'm just going to say that Kata and Lynn both need to chill sometimes. All I'm going to say.
All raid bosses need to chill. That's why I don't raid. And then what else? I did, like my spider weeklies. I'm like level 3 with them. I just kind of disengaged with that, I guess. Like if I need to do something, I'll go do it. But it's basically just like 4 filled bar quests. You just run around and go do that. So I was like, whatever. I'm like renown 3 with them. It's only 10, so it's not a big deal. And then I'm up to 14 with the goblins, with Undermine people, and I popped this little thing called the Chet machine. Have you guys done the Chet machine where it gives you like the punch card?
Yeah, it's a fun little cute thing you can do.
It's so cute. Right?
I've not done it, but I've seen it. I'm like, I see this thing here. I choose not to interact with it.
It was great early on, but now I'm kind of like, I don't do them anymore.
I think it's one of those things that probably just fills organically, and if it doesn't, and if you just don't do the thing, then it doesn't matter. I don't know what it gives you. So each time you do one of the little mini things on the check card, it gives you resonance crystals, which is kind of cool because that's also the currency for like the Dastardly Duos guy. I honestly thought they were gonna drop some fucking dastardly dollars on us or some other new fucking currency. I was gonna lose my shit, but apparently no. All you need to do is resonance crystals. So those are everywhere. You can get them. I don't know. I feel like the chat machine. The chat machine is basically like, it has like these activities that if you fill it up, you have to do like 4 out of 8 of the things that are on the card or whatever. And it's basically like a couple of each things of like style of play. So there's like a PvP one, a raid one, there's a fishing one or something, some questing ones, stuff like that. So like, I guess it kind of feels like a miniature trading post a little bit, but like specific to Undermine. But I haven't filled up a whole card yet or finished the quest. So I don't know what you get at the end, but I know for doing the little punch, little individual tasks, you get resonance crystals, which is fine because you need them, so it's fine. I feel like if there's nothing else to do, you can always go down and do that and farm that. I think it would be kind of cool if they gave you something else, or maybe gave you like a choice. That'd be dope,
Valor
right?
Stones too.
Yeah, or like Valor Stones. Maybe I said resonance crystals on accident. I might be inaccurate with that. Yeah, no, actually, now that I think about it, you might. Is Valor?
I have done.
When you turn in the checklist anyway.
With resonance crystals, nothing. I have tens of thousands of resonance crystals.
You have to go buy all your shoulders from Wojin the Troll over there, the dastardly guy.
They're only like 500.
He's like,
very nice. Like they're the kind of shoulders that would look good on a goblin, and everyone else looks like they're cosplaying a goblin. Maybe a gnome. Maybe a mechanism.
Okay. I mean, I'm doing my thing still, but I have a question about that because this is part of what I was gonna say that I did in my thing, was that I didn't understand like does every week does a new piece of armor open up or something? Because like, why is it only shoulders right now? Is there eventually gonna be like a whole mod, or is that just it?
That's time gated. Every week there's gonna be more stuff.
Okay. Because I know we talked about it, but I
stupid.
think maybe I didn't hear it, or it wasn't. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. So like, yeah, the shoulders are there. That's neat. And then, I learned a fun fact. This is just random. If you guys, hunters out there, if you ever take your pet in and out of your stable or you swap pets, you have to respect them. I was running around in Delves and I couldn't lust on the boss, and I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, this is a ferocity move. And I'm like, but my dogs are ferocity. I made them ferocity. So I went and I opened my stable and they were stuck on cunning. And then I was like, oh shit, I was swapping pets. I was mogging. I was doing stuff. So if you're swapping pets, respect them. Yeah.
That is incredibly stupid.
PSA, it is dumb. It's like the weirdest shit that you never would have noticed unless you went to lust on the fucking boss in the Delve. Or raid. Like in raid, that shit would get you pissed off. Like, oh, you have a lust pet, right? Yeah, all pets are lust now. Like, what if you didn't know that? I don't know. You probably would have. If you're fucking raiding on that level, you probably knew that shit already. I mean, it's like
your
so.
raid leader
It's esoteric.
Lust, and you're the one assigned with it, and then a mage
right,
gets
and then you're like,
and
no, that's a ferocity talent, and you're like, but. Anyways, and then Kata kicks you from the raid. No, I'm just kidding. Rip. Oh shit, I'm almost done. So I did the trading post. I got the cold flame mount guy, and then I got the red one because I filled the bar. And I don't really like them. I thought I liked them at first, but the derpiness just got to me. I couldn't with the wings. I couldn't do it. So like, I know some people kind of take the same amount of umbrage with like the scratching serpent mounts. You ever like, when they put their back leg that they don't have and act like they're scratching like a dog, like the Arden wheeled foxes and the cloud serpents, they do that weird like dog thing. And a lot of people are like, no, they're not actually scratching. It bothers me. the derpy wings bother me way more than that scratching thing. So I don't know, it's just me. So I put it back and I pulled out something else. And then I got the goat because like why not? Because it's a mount. And then also I realized I had 2 spiders with like Ashkahet that I didn't have the currency before, the Kej. So I went and got those guys, and that puts me 1 mount away from the fucking otter. 1 mount away.
Oh my god. Do you have Ashes of Alar? How epic would it be if you go
I have
to
Ashes
get
of
one
Alar.
more?
No, I have it. I know. I was actually looking through my I took a moment last night to actually go through like, vendors. Let me just make sure that there's something that I didn't forget to buy from like some time walking token or some shit. So like, yeah, like it'll be there any second. I'm 1 away from the otter. So, and then doing all that, got like several Paragon chests, which are good. Got some chests, got some gold tokens, things, crests, not chests. Paragon chests, got some crests, gold, things like that. Oh, and then because who doesn't love to doom scroll X or Twitter, whatever it's called, not me, of course. I ran across a really cool post from Skull Shorties. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them, but
Nope.
He's on YouTube and stuff. I'll send it to you to put in the notes or whatever. But I heard him talking to Berserker a few years ago, and so that's why I kind of started following them. So he had a post on X. I'm just saying he because it sounded like a boy online, but I
do believe you mean Twitter.
Twitter, yeah, no, Twitter, right? I know someone comes to me. But he had said something about how cool would it be if the Galagio became like a holiday event, like a Dark Moon Fair. I was like, bro, I'm so on board with that.
Neat.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Doesn't merit a ton of discussion, but he was like, that'd be cool if you could go inside the Galagio and do weird stuff. Maybe play like little gambling games, or like, remember how they have that weird game in the middle of the Dark Moon Fair that doesn't do anything for you, where you play like Remembery, like Johnny, me and you talked about that thing, that weird box that you basically trip over out in the forest in the Dark Moon Fair, but you can play the games. Like,
yes.
I thought it would be cool if like, that's kind of cool, like to build on. That's not the worst idea. If like the Galagio, you could go into like an instanced situation, kind of like the Dark Moon Fair. Be like, oh, I'm playing fun, weird little mini games, but obviously more Undermine related, or maybe some, I don't know what they would do, but I think that would be fun, because I did go back to the Dark Moon Fair this week just to fill my traveler's log. Like I was running out of things that I could do for it. And so I was like, oh shit, let me just finish filling it and go to the Dark Moon Fair. And I was like, this is fun, but like I finished the Dark Moon Fair a long time ago. I got all the mounts and all the toys and everything. Like I've been done there. But I was like, that'd be cool if there was like a Dark Moon Fair 2.0. And I think the Galagio would be like a great way to like do that. So yeah.
It won't be lore relevant anymore by the time BlizzCon comes. But I feel like Galagio, as like, they set up Dark Moon Fair at BlizzCon. It's just something they do, and it's cool. I feel like they could do that with the Galagio too, and have like not
like
actual,
life, yeah,
right, but not actual casinos, because you can't.
Yeah.
You need licensing and shit.
Just
but
have it in Vegas,
Tickets,
bro.
though.
Just do it in Vegas instead. Just do it in Vegas. You can fucking have like legit gamble.
BlizzCon moves to Vegas. I love this. Just for
1 year. Just for 1 year.
Ben would be there in a hot second too.
I don't like gambling myself actually, but if they wanted to do that, that'd be pretty cool.
It would be cool. Fun though, Wooly, if they had some sort of like currency attached to it that was like, if they legally got it together, there would be a way to like, I don't know. I want to get some tickets into Club Tito's and go hang out with them.
I want multiple BlizzCons around the country.
Haven't they been trying to do that and it doesn't work?
Holy crap. Okay, so Johnnie is Hagrid. Confirmed.
Yep.
What's Hagrid?
Dude is 6'8".
Oh, you just saw the picture?
Yeah, from Harry Potter. Johnnie is Hagrid. This dude is
and
fucking...
actually was short hair, too.
You are very tall. You have a very large face and a beard. You are Hagrid, sir.
Oh, I see the. Oh, that's a big picture. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw the one of your face. God, I knew how tall you
easily
are.
cosplay Hagrid.
I'm a giant. I'm the local hill giant.
He's my favorite Etten.
Yep.
Is
Quite literally.
Is that it for what you've been up to this week, Gershon?
That was it. I know it was a lot. Thanks, Swingos.
Holy crap, we're 40 minutes into this shit. Johnnie, what have you been up to?
I'll go quickly. All I did this week, I did 1 Mythic Plus dungeon. I did the 5 Mask on Stormwind. To go and get the stupid enchant, the upgrade one finally. And then I did a shit ton of time walking. Leveled my Demon Hunter. Tried to get some gear, my Paladin, my Death Knight, and my Monk. My top 4 or whatever, or top 5 thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only other one, it's like Warlock, Mage, Monk, Death Knight. And then I have my Demon Hunter and my other one. I'm eventually going to level a Druid and a Rogue. Eventually. I'll probably wait till Remix to do it. We'll see. And then, other than that, I started playing Cyberpunk 2077. I did not like Fallout 4 that much. I liked the story. I hated the gameplay. I was not liking it at all. I was
never played it.
It felt very archaic and having to go to the stupid handheld thing over and over again. I did not care for that at all. I was like, I'm over this. I'm out. I'm already like, it's just one of those things. Like, I liked Witcher 3 way more than Fallout 4. Though the whole theme and like the overarching story is really cool, but the actual gameplay of it, I was like, I'm out. And this is someone who loves BioShock and shit like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know.
I liked both the BioShock games, and I don't play a lot of other games besides WoW, but I do remember partying and playing BioShock with people. That was fun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Play WoW and Call of Duty. That's it.
But Cyberpunk?
WoW, FPS, BioShock, and Mario Kart. That's my
So,
resume.
Mario Kart.
Fucking Cyberpunk's got me on a fucking chokehold, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm into it. I started like, I'm gonna be fucking Corpo, or I'm gonna be fucking Nomad. I started like how many playthroughs I want to do for the starting area, just so I can get a vibe and see, you know. Bro, I was super into it. And then my friend showed me this game called Enshrouded. It's some like survival third-person sandboxy game that plays like Minecraft kind of, where it's like at night there's like enemies that show up, and then like the daytime you can build shit. It's that kind of gameplay loop, but it's like third person, and the graphics are like similar to Witcher 3, I guess, in like in this maybe a similar engine maybe, but it looks very similar to those type of graphics. And it's in early access right now, but it looked pretty cool. But the funny part about that is my buddy was like, he showed me around this crazy like resort he built out on this private map, and he goes like, oh, that guy, there's like a random NPC behind the bar or somewhere in a closet somewhere, and he's like, this guy makes white goo. I don't really know why, but he makes white goo. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Wait, what the fuck?
I make white goo all the time. Where's my fucking medal?
That's what he said,
y'all
dude.
said you were working on a second kid, but goddamn.
How does he make the white goo?
Huh?
Did you go over there and he was just giving it to a little gabita?
Ah, fuck, man! Lil Gabita, I changed her name to Pole, P-U-H-L, Hunter Pole. Anyways, god damn it.
But yeah, that's all I got this week. That's all I did.
That's
All
terrible.
right.
All you
Well,
got is that white goo.
Yep.
Thanks. That's awesome.
Let's pull a skywriting and surge forward into drink of the week. That's the cringiest I'll get this episode, I promise. I can't promise that.
Fuck yeah.
Trounsport.
It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! It's the mixed drink of the week, and before we get into it, I just want to remind everybody to please only partake of the mixed drink of the week, or any alcohol for that matter, if you're of legal age or legal whatever to do so. Furthermore, we're not responsible for any stupid shit that may befall you as a result of your own stupid shit. I'm also going to throw on there that on rare occasion, our drinks have included use of a certain herb. Motherfuckers, only do that if it's legal in your state. And if you do it and it's not legal in your state, it's not our goddamn fault. Anyway, we are on a drink series where what we are doing is drinks based on aspects of the current patch. This week, Johnnie is bringing us the shipping and handling, and he gave us one simple clue in our host chat. Let's see if I can find it. I want to see exactly what he wrote. He said, "This is something you wish you had working during Texas summer on your lunch break at the end of your work week." That said one very specific thing to me that got me thinking, but I want to hear Gersham's guess before I say my own.
Oh, fuck that shit. I have no idea what this is. I had a whole other vibe, and then you put that, and I'm debating whether to give you my original vibe and just toss it out or try and make something up.
I'd say go with the original.
I'll go with my original
I'm
vibe.
curious, yeah.
Fun. Yeah, okay, fine. So it's equal parts one of the romanticized, they usually come out around Valentine's Day, so you might not have even found this, but it's like a strawberry flavored Baileys, so it's like very sweet, and then so equal parts that, and then Jack Daniels, and then you mix it up and you put it on ice and have like yourself like a little aperitivo kind of creamy sweet strong iced drink. And I thought like Bailey's was kind of the shipping, like, oh hey, I'm courting you, we're shipping you, and then the Jack Daniels was like, now I'm fucking handling you, bitch, let's fucking go. So that was the idea behind the drink.
I love that idea, but it's
so far off, but I couldn't help but present it because
I'm definitely drinking that shit.
It sounds good. That sounds TV con worthy. I feel like we could do that in my house
for sure.
Definitely. Anyways, what did Willie have for it?
My guess, okay, when you said what you said about the hint, I'm immediately thinking, what do I want when it's hot out? Lemonade. Well, what else would I want? Maybe a tea. And then I got thinking, a good old Arnold Palmer, half tea, half lemonade.
Hey, according to Donald Trump, his dick is enormous. Did you guys? Okay, never mind.
What?
Never mind. That was a long time. That was like a few months ago.
That was
in
just
Donald Trump
can.
land is like 8 years ago.
Anyway, so I was thinking Arnold Palmer. I was also thinking seltzer because I was thinking what's refreshing on a hot day after working all week. And I was also thinking what makes this alcoholic, and that fits with it. So I'm sort of thinking it is half Arnold Palmer, half seltzer, with a shot of Bacardi Limon dropped in.
That sounds good. That's exactly something like I would have guessed. Like a hard tea.
Uh-oh. That
sounds
made
really
me think
good.
otherwise.
It doesn't sound like what he made, though. He's like,
No, it's not what I made, but it's a good try, though. I do like that idea, though. That is something I would have done.
What's in it? Fuck yeah.
Well, what's in it?
It is 2 shots.
Come on, Cliff. Cliff Huxtable.
2 ounces of Blanco Tequila, 1 ounce of watermelon pucker, 1 ounce of lime juice.
That sounds good. Holy
a teaspoon
shit.
of Tajin, and 3 to 4 dashes of orange bitters. Shaken, hardcore in a frosted glass. Strain poured. And then I say use crushed ice in the glass that's frosted. And you strain pour over that, or
that does look really good, man.
You can just do a free pour of whatever you shaker after you strain pour into the glass.
That sounds really good.
It came
My
out
shaker
really
needs to be
fucking
clean.
good.
Oh, hell
Yes.
yeah.
I've been sipping on it all day.
Bro, like, actually, I'm gonna take that recipe. Okay, now that's TV con worthy. Since we usually do it in summer, that's really good.
I am,
That
however,
sounds
going to
good.
need you to type that up and send it to me.
I will
because-
totally do that for you for sure. That's I got it
Because
right here.
you went real fast and I couldn't type as we went. But
Yeah.
that leads me to this. You've already been sipping on it. Are you ready to take another sip? Are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. My body's ready.
We're going to send you off here. We're going to go over the lips, through the gums. Look out, asshole. Oh, yeah.
That was pretty good harmony. That sounds so good. Oh my god.
All right. So,
How hot
to
is it down there
reiterate,
right now? Sorry, is it?
It was
What, his
96
crotch
last
or
time
where
I
he
checked,
lives?
It's
but
boiling.
Yikes.
96.
And here I was worried about taking my kid to Target when it's 76 out. God damn.
But next
Just
Wednesday's
don't
will get
leave her
down to
in the car.
84. It's actually been not a bad summer, y'all. It's been like, because
For
normally
fucking
by
Texas,
June,
maybe.
July, it's like over 100. Normally.
Jesus.
When I went to visit Ben in Austin, it was July and it was 109 degrees down there.
Yep.
That's about as hot as it was when I went to San Antonio last.
Yeah, it was
sounds
July
about
in
right for
Austin. Like,
July.
thank God we were like on rainy street, so everyone just had the big fucking fans
Oh,
with
yeah.
the water in front of
But
them. But
I will
oh
say-
my God, it was so hot.
I
Rainy
will
Street,
say
by the way,
that-
Rainy Street is entirely different now. It's a totally different place now.
It's only been 2 years. What did they do?
Dude,
Sorry.
I mean, it's all like high-rise apartments now. They built up entire
they
giant.
took down all the bungalows and stuff.
Yeah, the bungalows.
Shut
dude.
the fuck up.
I swear to you,
Those
there's
things
probably
were
some left.
historical. That's insane.
There's a bunch.
Sorry,
What
apparently now
you-
this is an
oh.
Austin, Texas podcast. I'm sorry.
Oh shit, Johnny's icon says muted. I don't know what happened. I gotta say though, in regards to Texas, I before I'd gone there, I had been hearing my whole life people go, but it's a dry heat, and I was thinking, the fuck difference does that make? Listen,
It does.
It does make a difference.
It's huge. Yeah, it's ginormously.
It does make a huge difference. It's
Right, but right
bearable.
now it's 96, but it's humid right now because it keeps raining.
Ooh, gross.
But we're getting rain though, so that's a good thing for the most part. So
I think Arizona has the drier heat than Texas.
I
Oh, yeah.
think me and Wooly are used to that Midwestern awfulness where you walk outside and it feels like you're breathing through a fucking towel, like a wet
Oh my
one
God,
too.
that
It's
sucks.
like the worst. Like you don't even have asthma, and all of a sudden you're like, I can't breathe. So weird.
Okay. So,
Anyway.
to reiterate, 2 ounces Blanco Tequila, 1 ounce watermelon pucker, 1 ounce lime juice, 1 teaspoon Tajin, 3 to 4 dashes of orange bitters. You shake the holy hell out of it with some crushed ice, and you just pour it out and drink it. So, next week, though I am not on the show next week because Father's Day is a thing, and
Yep.
we got shit going on here, I do have the drink next week. I will be sending what it is to one of these two, and the other will guess. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be pulling a Dastardly Duos on the drink, and I am doing what's technically 2 drinks. It's a shot and a drink mixed into one thing, right? So it's going to be the horrific Vision of Orgrimmar and the can of amps, which, you know, that's one of the things you can grab before you go into the duos arena thing and whoop on the props and the bad guys and shit. The hint I'm going to give you is the horrific Vision of Orgrimmar as a shot is something that I will be dropping into the can of amps. Okay?
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll see that next week. Let's move on to the WoW news, and quite frankly, let's kind of go quick through the news because
Well, no, we will.
as is
I'm
par
ready.
for the course, as is par for the course when the 3 of us get in a recording channel, we just go and go, and I love it. All right, news time.
Time for WoW News. Motherfuckers.
All righty.
All right, guys. So it's me, Hunter Grisham. I'm here telling you that 11.1.7, we have an official release date, y'all. The patch named Legacy of Erator, apparently not Erathor, as we've been
I'm pretty
saying
sure it's
for a long time.
Erathor.
It's Erator.
I think Erator
apparently.
is the dude.
Yeah, Eretor is the guy. Anyway, the patch is called Legacy of Eretor, is coming out June 17th. Let's go faster. Two things we kind of talked about. We touched on it a little bit. So we have the lore walking quest lines with Lorewalker Cho, and then we have overcharged delves. So just to let you guys know, I'm going to touch on this Lorewalker stuff, and then I'm going to let Willie take over and talk about overcharged delves. So we have the lore walking quest line, and you're basically going to hit up Lorewalker Cho. He's in the places Stormwind, Orgrimmar, Dornegal. And there's like really these repeatable quest lines, and you can get diving into stories. So we did actually put out a question of the week: which story would you like to explore the most? And you can explore the origins of Xalatath, which is obviously relevant to what we're doing now. And you can follow Arthas's story, which is great. Obviously, I know a bunch of people are going to want to do that, probably me. And you can also apparently really dip your balls into the backstory of the Ethereals. I did. Okay.
I want you to know I worded it that way because I wanted your
You knew
reaction to
that was real time. I was like, wait, I'm dipping my balls into something neat. That's amazing. Thank you, Willie.
That's that crude dip. That's that. Like crudité.
It's a bit. We do bits. Okay, it's fine. And of course, you know, there's gonna be prizes. And I think these are toys, right? So each one comes with a toy. Yeah. So the Xalatath one, you get like a toy that apparently you can call upon the memory of Xalatath. Her voice will occasionally echo with glee when you kill a foe. So this is Xalatath, Blade of the Black Empire. That's her stuck in the knife, whatever. I don't know what that means. I guess if you have this toy on for, maybe it gives like a countdown. If you kill something, she talks to you. I don't know what this is. So
I would assume it's like an aura that lasts for a certain
right,
time.
that's what
like
I mean,
buff.
like a 10-minute, like a sub status or something for you, like up there in the corner.
Like,
yeah, for the next 10 minutes she'll whisper to you or something like this.
I feel like that would appeal most to Legion Shadow Priests.
But well, no shit. Yeah, so then for the ethereal quest line where we dig into their storyline, you get the Karush memory crystal, which makes you look like an ethereal, which I think is great because I've seen a lot of fun things on like TikTok and Instagram about people trying to make ethereal bandage type looking mogs. So that's neat. Don't know how long that lasts, probably like a toy, maybe 5 or 10 minutes or something that you can turn on and off. So, and then the Arthas line similarly gives you a toy called the Royal Visage, which makes you look like a ghostly Arthas as the Lich King, but without his helmet. So these are Woolie's words. I'm just kind of wondering, like, I guess maybe because the helm's been shattered, this makes sense. But is it like dead white hair Arthas? Do we have any image confirmation or like anything about this? What it looks like? Because I didn't have a chance to look.
It looked like just regular ass Arthas, actually. He
just
didn't
like
have
blonde
like
ass. Okay.
the emo, you know, like the angry looking art.
Well, like the
from
one where
Warcraft 3?
when he goes
It's
to kill his
not that.
dad and he's got like the white hair. Like that's what I was thinking. Like Lich King totally
I'd have
converted.
to look at it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna look again. That's gonna be great. So either way, you get to look like Arthas. You look like a Lich King, but without the Helm of Domination, because obviously someone crushed that fedora. Them bros threw that out. So the fedora of domination. Sorry, that's a huge old school shout out to Live Laugh Lore. Love me some Jin. Love me some Ali. Sorry, I know we're rushing through, but the fedora of domination. Beautiful shit.
Love
All right,
it.
Woolie, do you want to tell us about overcharged delves, please?
I sure do. I wanna say though, I think it's a little weird. Not unwelcome, but weird that one of these first 3 storylines is Arthas's. Because, okay, Xalatath makes sense. We're talking to Xalatath and dealing with her ass right now. Ethereals makes a lot of sense because it has been heavily implied that 11.2 is going to deal with them. Arthas? Why? I don't know.
Nerubians.
Oh.
Ashkahet.
Oh, yeah.
Anubarak. That would be my first guess.
That would make sense.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So, with the overcharged delves, Blizzard put a preview out about what it is and how it'll flow. I also supplemented what they put out by watching Mr. GM's video about them because I learned, quite frankly, more from that than their little blue post. But They have told us that Fungal Folly, Kriegval's Rest, Nightfall Sanctum, Skittering Breach, the Spiral Weave, and Side Street Sluice can all become overcharged. What this basically means is there will be each day 2 different Bountiful Delves that will also be considered overcharged, and they'll stay overcharged. What the hell does that mean? It's like an affix. You kind of go in there, shit's a little harder, there are big patches on the ground of electricity, looks like you don't want to be in them. Just think of it like an affix, right? And there's like different enemies in there too that come at you and try to like jam a fire poker up your butt or something. But what's nice about them, even though they're showing up on on Bountiful Delves, is that though the bountifulness goes away after the first run, they'll stay overcharged. So you can just slam through them over and over and over, which is awesome. Now, how to tell which bountifuls are overcharged is pretty easy. When you're looking at your map, that like yellow goldy looking bountiful icon that you've seen before, well, it's also going to have a little spark off to the side of it. To start out this whole thing, there's going to be a quest chain that you follow, and that's going to unlock the Durable Information Storage Container Belt, also known as the Disc Belt. It's kind of similar to Cersei's Circlet in that it's got things you can add into it to make it more powerful. You get these things by like collecting, I don't know, butt shards and handing them in and getting butt discs, like Titan shit. And I forgot exactly what I saw. But I am a little skeptical about the system because I wasn't a big fan of the Cersei's Circlet thing. However, when I looked at it closer, I saw that while it does have that extra system to it, you don't put these items directly into sockets like Cersei's Circlet, and they don't fill up your bags. Instead, as they unlock, and these unlocks are account-wide, which, holla, they become like a swappable kind of choice. The belt's got this unused feature, so like you use it, it brings up this interface like which effect do you want to use, and you can only use one at a time. So as you unlock them, you get the choices available, you click on it. And what I do think is kind of cool is that because you can move these around, there is absolutely going to be a meta choice that you're expected to have. So maybe that's cool, maybe it's not, I don't know. It depends on your specific opinion of whether or not you like having Sims dictate what you should play. If you're doing solo shit, who cares? Do what you want to do. Anyway, wow, I shouldn't have used, I'm bad at words. The belt also has a prismatic gem slot. That's what I was trying to say. Now, alongside this is the Overcharged Titan console, and you'll find that at the beginning of Overcharged Delves, and that's pretty much just an extra talent-like choice system. So, to kind of get an idea of what that looks like, picture the skywriting talents. The interface looks similar in that you unlock them one at a time, you go all down the roll, and you'll eventually, I believe, get all of them, or maybe, I don't remember exactly. But these give you extra, let's say, buffs, talents that are usable within Overcharged Delves only, as in you cannot then use them out in the world or in raids or dungeons, anything like that. For these ones, I do know you'll collect 100 Titan Disc shards, and you use those to create one Titan Disc, and then use this disc to unlock a slot at a time. That makes me wonder then, is if it's the same like shards that you use to get the shit for the belt, or if this is the shit for the belt. I was a little confused by what I was reading. It might be.
This sounds like one of those systems that's going to be so easy once we do it. Like, yeah. I feel like a lot of these systems get a little wordy. Like, even for like sure. Ian tries to explain them, and he's like, well, basically what we're saying. And then it's like, okay, I'm not checking out, but I've got it on my brain map. It's just like, I feel like once I interact with it, it's going to make a lot more sense.
I just think it's unnecessary. Like, if they want to have extra things thrown into the overcharged delves, then make them part of the delves. Don't make an extra interface for it. Don't make an extra item that you have to tune to the things in there. Like, instead, maybe make it something like you have an extra delve companion who will come along with you and do these things, and you pick which one you want at the start of the delve, and you unlock their presence through that or something. Don't make me have another talent screen, because I don't want that. We had enough of that shit in the past.
I don't want to go take us too far off track, and I know this is probably just something we could talk about later, but so as someone who plays a lot of solo content, and I do enjoy all these little systems and things and ways that you can do it basically by yourself, because I do it all the time. But like through Dragonflight, I was kind of getting this bad feeling. And now as we move through this expansion, I'm actually getting a bad feeling, me of all people, of like content bloat. Like there's too much to do, almost. I know, like, I hate it, love it or leave it. I don't know. It is what it is, but that's just where I'm kind of at right now. I'm almost bordering on frustrating with it. I'm halfway through so many fucking reps and so many weird activities and so many bars and so many things and so many, I don't know. That's where I'm at, but that's just it. Sorry to interrupt.
And it is hard to keep in mind that so much of this stuff is not tied to player power. I feel like this belt absolutely is. It feels like they're trying to shepherd people into delves by offering this belt with that insane item level, and you need to have the right things for it.
It should have just been a thing from the beginning, although maybe they hadn't thought of it, but I can see what you're saying. Like, why are they introducing this now to introduce another thing to us? And then it's adding to kind of this kind of latent feeling of content bloat for me, and I'm sure others. And then it's like, okay, also like maybe they just could have sat on it and developed it better. Although that's another gripe about systems the past couple expansions, is I don't feel like they sit on them long enough, and I don't feel like they test them.
I am looking forward to having...
Sorry.
I want to know what you're saying, but real quick, I am looking forward to having a powerful belt, don't get me wrong, but I don't like the concept of 0.7 patch super gear in the first place. I didn't like Cersei's circlet being added in. I don't like this belt being added in, and there is a very specific reason for it, and that's because who the fuck is it for? The people who are trying to min-max have gotten most of the content done that they want, and this will be useful in the beginning of the next season. So it's like, why are you making us do this extra stuff? Like, I don't see overcharged delves as something that I'm gonna hate doing, and I don't think I'm gonna hate getting the things for the belt. I just wish that I have not been able to put my thoughts on this into words properly at any point. I just kind of, it goes back to my whole delves are at the kids' table thing, and I don't know how to word it. Let me think about that over the next week. Johnny, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I fucking love these overcharged delves, and I love the talent system. I love the idea of having a belt, an item that I can customize what it does. Because you're gonna be able to do that on the belt. You're gonna be able to pick which version. So instead of having to like slot in the gem and having to figure out what, like having to go through all these vendors and all those bullshit to figure out what like type of gem to put in. I like this idea. I just click a button and it's like, oh, you want a single target one? You want proc damage? Or do you want stats? And you can proc for what situation it does. I wish they had it for more different types of things that don't just end up being damage, but for the item itself, I don't mind it just being like a proc damage thing or whatever. I like it because it lets me push higher keys than I normally would be able to if it didn't have those items. So if I want to keep pushing higher into keys, it allows me to go higher than I normally would have gone to. Not that I necessarily want or need those things. Not like I'm really pushing super high keys or anything. I'm like barely, I don't even think I've done it. I've done like 2 12s, I think. total of the whole season. It's not like you're seeing me there going to like 16s or 17s, you know? So I think the idea of having those kinds of items where I can choose what the stats are, I can see that being a great catch-up gear mechanism for maybe like a 0.5 patch.
Fair.
I do agree that the 0.7 is
Not
too
0.7.
late. Yeah, 0.7 is way too late. I think this should have just been a 0.5 thing. And we could have had the delves this whole time. And they could have rotated cool things with the delves and actually reiterated on them and been like, oh, this month or this week you're going to have this type of thing going on.
So you said that way more eloquently. That's exactly what I was trying to like. Yeah, no, you did it better.
And I need to figure out how to word what I'm thinking because I have not been able to say it properly.
But, I mean, imagine, like, getting, like, a really rare ring, or not a ring, but, like, let's say you had, like, rings or a neck piece, but, like, at the beginning of the expansion, like this belt thing, and then each patch, it gets a new type of thing. Sort of like, remember the Heart of Azeroth neck piece?
I think that's exactly why this turned me off, is because of it made me think Azerite gear.
Well, you don't actually do it like Azerite gear. You do it like what they're doing now.
Oh, I know.
But
it's
imagine
like
having like an extra talent tree of like class-based stuff though instead. So like a mini, like we have hero talents, right? But what if you had the gear? Not that it wouldn't change per item. It would all be the same for the slot. But you could have like how we have hero talents, but like smaller version of those for your neck and your rings. And you do it like instead of it being like instead of having because the problem with Azerite gear is that all the gear was different. So like, but I'm saying you do that, but it's all the same little micro tree for your class and spec, or at least by your class at least, or maybe role maybe. And have it based on the role, maybe it'd be easier. And so range will have range stuff, and melee will have melee stuff, and tanks and healers will have tanks and healer stuff, right? And have that at the beginning of the expansion, and in each patch, you rotate what those talent trees do. And you take and put, and so you can try more shit. So they can throw more shit at the wall. I'm just trying to give them more canvases that are user-friendly, that allows them to try new shit that it won't hurt us too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, instead of having like a whole new system you gotta build from the ground up, you can have a baseline thing like this, like it's like a new type. Instead of having sockets, you have this shit instead, right? Like you still have regular sockets, right? Like with the jewel crafter stuff. You still have that
exactly
stuff.
What you're...
Right? But you have an extra little menu that you can pop up and be like, oh, I'm in raid this week and I need more single target. I'm gonna switch my thing to be single target procs this time. And then I'm in, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. Like you can opt into it, you know? And you can have a default setting for it too, right? You can have it like a default setting where it's like, it's always like a single target at first, and then you can change it to AoE or whatever, you know? Or healing procs, or, you know, fill in the blank.
I think what bothers me about this has nothing to do with the belt itself or that extra bit, because that is, I gotta admit, a good way of approaching it. I think what's bothering me about it is its tie-in to overcharged delves. It kind of makes it feel like people only, Blizzard is pointing at it like, hey, this is an incentive to do this, and we're gonna do nothing else with delves. This is simply a means to an end. Come do this thing we're building. Ha! And then they don't iterate on it. I'm worried that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like I'm worried more about the delves themselves than the belt, if that makes sense.
No, I get you.
They're gonna abandon the system.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're gonna
which
just
they
use
do
that
a lot.
as like
It's a legitimate concern. It's a legitimate concern.
Well, like, let's say in midnight, you like start midnight up, and you're like, okay, I've got this neck piece and rings on top of hero talents. I think what they should do is keep hero talent, but change them all thematically. Like I have a new theming of hero talents for all the or just add a row, like add more rows to it. I don't know.
I think it'd be better to just add more rows. Anyway,
because they're getting rid of hero talents at the end
of
the series, right? The 3 after Last Titan. Like there's gonna be no more hero talents. I thought hero talents were supposed to stay with us for all 3 expansions, right? And they're gonna build on that, right? That was like kind of.
My understanding is that hero talents are just now evergreen. I thought that was the case.
Okay.
Because think about it, you're picking between 2 like super specs and then talenting into that super spec.
Yeah.
Anyway, I could talk about this all day, but we do need to move forward. Johnny, do you want to tell us about some MOP classic stuff going on?
Hell yeah, dude. So, all right, guys, there's some folks. There's not going to be LFR in Mist of Pandaria Classic. They did it. They got rid of it. They finally did it. My fucking pride and joy is gone forever. Kill that fucking dog. Like, not literally. Get rid of. I hated LFR Mist. It was the worst. Everyone remembers Durimu. Fucking Durimu, fucking LFR, and freaking. I think Shaw of Fear LFR was another annoying one. Heart of Fear had a couple of them too. There was 3 Kings or whatever it was, or 7 Kings, whatever it was in Mogishin Vaults. That was a pain in the ass. The last boss of Mogishin Vaults in LFR, that was super annoying. So I think there's a great decision. I stand by Blizzard on this. I think this is probably one of the best things they ever did. Is get rid of LFR and Mist, especially for Mist Classic. Because I'm like, yeah, it existed back then, but it really is, I mean, I don't know. I don't see LFR raiders doing Classic in addition to retail. I feel like those audiences don't mix.
Yeah, I think Blizzard did a great job also explaining why they made this decision.
Yeah, there's a blue post about it. Yeah, 2011 raiding was effectively niche activity largely limited to organized guild groups that expected a fixed raiding schedule, and pickup groups doing current content was non-existent on most realms. Yes, because I was part of that, and I did down Illidan back in Throne of Thunder. I was in that crew of people. Thus, the development team introduced Raid Finder towards the end of Cataclysm to make raiding more accessible, despite recognizing that it would weaken some social bonds because so few people were actually getting to face the Lich King or see Ragnaros after playing through Molten Front content. Which I believe that makes sense, because the Molten Front content was phasing the whole world around you, you were going through, and then you just do LFR and then you never talk to anybody and you're just completely isolated. Very similar to what happened with Garrisons. So I 100% agree with this decision. I think it's the right decision, because in Classic the whole point is that you're with and communicating with other people and doing group content in groups. And I don't know, I had some of the best times in my life raiding during Mists, and that was the only form of content I preferred to do, was doing like pickup groups or guild groups. And some of my lifelong friends I still talk to this day, my own brother, like I met them all during like end of Cataclysm, early MOP, and then if I just started playing the game and just got rolled into LFR, I would have quit. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I do think it's a good decision to not have LFR in MOP. People were wondering though, like, how are we gonna get that LFR gear then? And the answer is Celestial Dungeons.
Yeah.
About that there, and those look fucking awesome.
Yeah,
What's going on
apparently
there?
it's gonna be like a step up from heroic. It's gonna be like in between, like I guess what we would call mythic dungeons, like basic mythic 0. I think that's what this is gonna end up kind of being like. It's like a mythic 0, is what I'm
Because
guessing.
that Mythic Plus system only started in Legion, right?
Yes.
Right.
So they had, I think these are just mythic 0 dungeons of those dungeons, And apparently there's going to be powerful blessings from the August Celestials, the badass, the ram and the dragon, the crane and the tiger. They're going to give you a buff to rise to this challenge, okay? And they're going to use, quote-unquote, strategic use of these blessings will be key to success. Which means there will be a meta choice for your spec. There's going to be, a build that you just slap in,
That's just the nature of the beast. There's always the
exactly.
Right
I'm not surprised. I'm honestly not surprised. Also, the cartel chip, I forgot to mention this earlier. They actually decided to put in the freaking the catch-up into the Dinars, because apparently I didn't even know this for a while. Apparently there was no catch-up for Dinars if you missed a week.
Right. You were
so
always
apparently
just
now there is, or be. So.
One thing I want to throw in quick about the Celestial Dungeons, because I think this is an interesting choice. One thing they wrote is that, well, not wrote so much as what they said is the mechanics are in the dungeons are occasionally going to be like raid level mechanics, and even sometimes those enemies are going to come from whatever current raid tier you're in, and that does include bosses. So you could be running around, and I don't know shit about missed raids. You could be running around and like, I don't know, let's say it's at the end, Garrosh will show up and like poop on you and he's all big and purple or something.
Is it Friday already? Sorry.
Everybody gets pooped on here and there. All right, we're gonna wrap up the news there. I am just gonna break the fourth wall here for a second, or maybe not the fourth wall. Gershom, you did ask me in the host chat if I should send you the trivia for Father's Day and you can quiz Johnny. Did you mean the trivia I had put in for today and we move that to next week?
Oh, that's what I was thinking you were going to do automatically. I'm so sorry. I went like one step ahead because we've been recording for a while. So I was like,
we have been recording for a while. I'll leave it up to you two. Do you guys want to do that trivia today or next week?
We could do it next week.
I think next week actually would be better for me. We can edit this out, but the girls are about to come home, so this would be perfect if we called it.
All right.
Sorry,
I'm not editing that out.
Okay.
It takes more effort than I want to put
I'm
in.
quitting on this because I'm leaving. Fuck y'all. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
Priorities. Come on now.
Come on now. My kids over a fucking podcast. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
Get my shit together.
How dare you? Anyway, so look forward to that next week then, Swingaz. It is Head of the Class going to be coming back, except it's just going to be Gershom quizzing Johnny. It's a theme all about dads in Warcraft. So, as in Warcraft lore, not players.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not my dad. Sorry.
Like, I really want to give some examples, but I would accidentally be giving away. I will say, one of the questions deals with an individual who is no longer considered canon. All I'm going to say.
For fuck's sake.
I mean, I could guess. I could probably guess that.
Nope. Anyways. It's anyway, not anyways. Whatever. Final thoughts.
Can your dad fucking teach you any better how to speak English, dude? Speak English properly. Grammar. Oh, I'm sorry. That's mean. I'm sorry. Actually, no, edit that out. Your dad passed away. I forgot. I'm sorry.
That has nothing to do with teaching me to talk, though.
No, I know, but I just didn't want to be like.
I learned many useful swear words.
I know,
from
he's
Robert.
dead. I forget. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Good old Bobby taught me a lot of swear words. I'm not editing that out. That was not mean.
Because I love you. I love your dad. But
it
de facto.
So I got where you were coming from, though. It's a dad themed thing. I get it. Okay, final thoughts, guys. My final thought is that there is no fucking way at all that 11.2 isn't about ethereals. There's just too many hints.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I agree with you.
Gershi, what's your final thought?
I love your dad. I love you guys. I love the swingers. I'm so sorry. I'll see you next week. And that munching, that was popcorn because I'm a stoner. Bye, swingers.
Hell yeah. Johnny, what's your final thought?
Dickin' and handling.
What?
Dickin' and handling.
Dicking and handling, bro. Yes.
Huge,
We have an
throbbing
episode title.
Canthus.
Wrote it down.
Okay.
Timestamp
Well-
by 48 p.m. is when he said that.
We are gonna go ahead and get on out of here. You can go ahead and follow us in the various social places. You can find the various proper spellings of each of our handles in the episode description because it's so fucking awkward when I'm sitting here spelling them every week. Anyway, I am at Wooly08 on Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky, and at Wooly_08 on TikTok. Gershom is at Hunter Gershom on Twitter and at Hunter Gershom with 2 R's on Instagram. Boomy is at Boomy Nation on Twitter and YouTube. Johnnie Tips is Johnny.tips on Discord and at Johnny.tips on Instagram. And then, of course, CRAIIIG, our very, very part-time co-host, 5th co-host, I should say, who also happens to be our mascot, is on Twitter. He is at CRAIIIG Addict. And then the show, of course, is at ThrallsBallsPod on Twitter. Email us with any feedback or questions, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. You can also leave us feedback on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or in a specialized reviews channel on our Discord. Go to thrallsballs.com to find our link tree. All our relevant links can be found there. Bye, we love you, be good.
Bye, swingers.
Be extra good this week.
The fuck?